Howdy hey, internet peoples. I am Nutmeg. Welcome to the channel. This is part 2 of me making a Gibson Flying V guitar. I do finishing and some other stuff like that. I get super tilted, so always good to watch me rage. There will be more episodes coming out later whenever I get back to working on my guitar. As of filming this, my engine is still exploded, so that's great. It's great. It's amazing. But if you guys could consider supporting me on Patreon, that is the best way to support me. It also goes to paying my editor.
Fidgy Blue.
I'm just going to point right here. She's got a channel. She can put that in there if she wants to. Totally up to her. And the other thing is you can subscribe. I don't care about bell ringing. Just give me numbers. Make me feel good about myself. And with that, let's just go into the video. I am wearing this because I'm about to go out. But the item right here, which I already have set up, is the Laser Pecker 2. Horrible name in my opinion, but it's a pretty cool laser engraver. And I have it stacked up on these because I'm going to engrave a quote into that. I'm like pretty sure it's going to be okay. But we're going to take a really light pass and like see if it looks all right. Because I can always scrape it out. I'm just going to move this around and see it. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the camera. Have no idea. So, you know, we're gambling here. Oh, it's just blowing it out. I wonder if I take the cover. Way there. Okay, I quite literally don't get a second shot at this, so here is the reveal. That looks like a Maryland flag to me. Is that even in focus? I think it is. This is shaky AF. And then there's It'll Be Great. So yeah. Alright, cool. It's been a day. I have been working on the snowblower video, which will come out eventually. I have no idea when. Any of the order of any of this is going to come out. Right now, I want to get lacquer on this. I have this rigged up so I can spray and without consequence put lacquer on this. This is what the client purchased. StuMac brand black gloss lacquer. And then I'm still going to put real gloss top coat over top of it. And I have a vent up above. That white box right there in the ceiling, right there, right there, is a air filtration system. I'm going to be wearing a respirator because I ain't about to have that kind of issue. I still see grain. It doesn't even look like I filled it at all. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera is the problem. You can catch it a little bit. It's hard to see though. That's really like frustrating. So my dad kindly put a bunch of sanding sealer over the top of this thing and now it's way flatter and the lines and voids are much smaller. There's a handful of them that I still see, but I'm not too worried about it because of the fact that black lacquer that is going to be applied and the gloss over top that is going to be applied. Okay, so the snowblower is finished. Woohoo! That video is done. You guys would have already seen that.
I haven't edited it yet. Also, you have none subscribers.
And the other thing I'm doing today is I am going to be drop filling these voids in the guitar. And I've got a can of stuff right there that is mixed up, of sanding sealer. And I'm just going to take a toothpick and I am just going to
drop fill it, and that is where you just take and you just push a little bit of finish in here. And yeah, it's a lot, and it'll all meld together and it'll level out a little bit better when it's all said and done. But I am just trying to make up for the excess. And that'll self-level a little bit because of the nature of it. What's what I'm looking for? It'll like melt because lacquer melds into itself. So, and this is a lacquer-based sealer. So, yeah, you can see the color differential as it's filling in. And I am just doing a little bit of this to let it drop in. And this is the first time I've ever drop filled. And it's a good thing I get to do it on this because I might drop fill on my guitar that I made that has had issues. Get it in? There we go. Got it in. Whoop. Okay, so a little bit there. And a little bit there. And that's mostly it. It's been a little bit. I have spent a bunch of time on filling this thing. You can see some joint compound marks. I think we're close enough that if I do a heavy layer of black, at least a couple heavy layers of black, we're going to be in good shape. Ooh, that is shooting out globs. You can see that glob right there. That is not great. So I'm going to take some lacquer thinner and clean this. Alright, I cleaned it off. And actually this is a pretty good angle that I'm ready to back now. Those runs are going to be a nightmare. I've got to wait for them to flash off and then I'll have to scrape it or do something. I don't know. It's not the end of the world in terms of it's not my final coat, but it sucks because it's going to mess with everything else. I put a couple more coats onto it. It has a weird metallic effect. I don't know why. But I've still got pits and I've still got voids. So I'm going to let it sit for a couple hours. Come back. I'm going to try and wet sand that stuff the best I can. And then WME forgot to laser engrave my name in the back. So I'm not going to finish that off right now. And I also haven't done the other side of this. Just wet sanding with 400 grit right now because 400 is like a good amount of like not clipping. I don't know where I can put this. I don't think I can. Wait. I can? Stay. No? Can I see the bridge? This is still soft, and I just want to knock off the high points. And this is pretty much the best way to do it. When I can see it. I can't see it when it's of a different grit, or when it's sanding sealer. So this is just kind of like the do or die time. And I'm just doing this with a flat piece because this will guarantee it'll actually be flat. And I just gotta go for it. And it's gonna take a while. This isn't gonna be an instant thing. But this is how I'm gonna get everything flat. And I'm gonna wipe out my paper because it's getting built up pretty quick. And then I gotta take this every now and then, wipe off the excess and see where I'm at. I know I'm not gonna be there. I know for sure I'm not gonna be there, but let's see how close I am. Well, it's better than I thought. I can. Most of the point where I can't feel that actually, which is good. If you can see it and not feel it, I think that's almost a more annoying thing than seeing something. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, this is the general principle of what's going on here. So I'm just going to keep sanding this until I got it flat. You guys understand what's happening.
And yeah, we'll just come back when I'm finished. Probably over an hour of sanding. You can see it's all scuffed up, but that's fine. It'll fill out. And you can even see where I've worn away on things, which is also fine because that will fill out. And I'm pretty good to go for another coat. I'll move this one next. Awkward angles. Oh, yeah, we'll go over here. So, I have to be careful about this. I have to... Okay, good. You can kind of see the guitar. I have to pick it up like this. And then set it in like that. And hope that it doesn't move. I also don't care about anything that's in here, so before anyone starts crying, oh no, Mick, you're getting lacquer everywhere. Huh, huh! Oh, that was terrifying. Oh, my life flashed before my eyes. Okay. Whew! That is barely balancing there. And I am actually going to pick this up and move it back over because of how precarious it is. Holy crap. Huh. Okay. That's it for tonight. We're just going to let that cure, and then I'll do the top side tomorrow. So, cool. It's bad. This it's all. You can see those weird spots and everything. It's a mess out here. This is why I hate spraying outside. I'm gonna give this inside to dry, and I think it is raining too. Maryland's the worst state to spray lacquer, officially. There's like so much crap that fell into that in like half of a second. I can't imagine spraying outside. Okay, I'm officially pissed off. I scraped that down, and it is bubbling again, and it is doing it again. I literally can't win with the black. I'm just going to have to spray enough gloss to hope that I can buff it out and make it look pretty, because this is just absolutely infuriating. So, let's just keep adding gloss. Keep wasting material, because my conditions are awful. Why don't you... Oh my gosh, look how bad that looks. There's a bubble and a divot. I'm gonna take forever to get that back. That looks awful. That is not evening out the way I expected it to. Alright, I have cleared my head. It is the next day. I have wet sanded some stuff, and you can see all those little voids and divots and things like that. Who cares about overspray? It's just a hot mess right now. And you can see things like that. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to take gloss and spray on the top. I'm going to put this flat and let it level out, because I want the top to fill in and I want it to sit flat as best as possible. And if it bubbles up, then we'll know if it bubbles up. But I want to get the top as right as it can be. Sorry, I was walking in the darkness. And then once that is fine, I will spray the rest of the guitar and take care of it. But for right now, I'll just spray it sitting flat like that outside. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna record it. I don't feel like it.